My name is Amit Agarwal. I'm a Google developer expert for G Suite and Google Apps Script. In this tutorial, I'll show you how you can send pre-filled Google Forms using information from a Google Sheet. So here I have a simple Google form where employees can fill in their name, their birth date, location, and other details. Now the thing is that I already have some of this data in my Google Sheet. For instance, I have the name and location of Angus, but we don't know their birth date. And for Kiran, we don't know their birth date or their location. Now I can send an email with a link to this Google form to everyone in this Google Sheet, and they can fill in the information I require. But wouldn't it be nice if we could optimize this form so that it reduces the number of fields that a user has to fill in? So for instance, if I were to send a form link to Angus, their name and their location is already known, and ideally they should only fill in the fields that are blank. So that's where we can use pre-filled links in Google Forms, and in this tutorial I'll show you exactly how you can use them with Mail Merge for Gmail. To get started, open your Google form and switch to the editor mode. Now here click the three-dot menu in the top left and click the Get Pre-fill Link option. Now fill in this form with some dummy data. I'll put in a random employee ID, a random name, some random date, and maybe I'll choose female as the gender and Hyderabad for the location. Next I'll click the Get Link button to generate the pre-filled link. Now for some reason Google Forms doesn't display this pre-filled link, so I have to click this copy button to copy it to the clipboard directly. So the pre-filled link to the Google form is in my clipboard. I'll fire up my text editor and paste it here. Now this may look like a very complicated and messy URL, but it's actually not if you observe it closely. It is just a collection of name and value pairs. So if you try to map the form fields with this URL, you'll find that there's a one-to-one mapping. So for instance, the employee ID field, this has been mapped to entry dot and some random number. Same goes for employee name, the birth date, and all the other fields. So what we need to do now is create a pre-filled URL for all the rows in our Google Sheet, and we'll use the magic of sheet formulas to accomplish this. I'll switch to my Google spreadsheet, and here I'll create a new sheet.